Tonight, kids ask the tough questions.
Is sports coming back on TV?
And we get the answers. Plus, an 8th grader is inspiring us by taking matters into his own hands to help protect our doctors and nurses.
This is NBC Nightly News, Kids Edition.
Hello, I'm Lester Holt, and I want to welcome you to Nightly News Kids Edition. I'm home, like you guys, staying safe and busy, which is a good thing. You've got your schoolwork, I have my news work. We had tons of great feedback from you all about our first program, and we really appreciate you watching. As I mentioned, these are scary times, so please don't feel like you're the only one feeling anxious or nervous. We've all got a lot of questions and need answers, so we're here to try to help. And that's where we start, with some of the questions you sent to us. All right, so let's bring in Dr. John Torres. And John, our first question comes from New York City.
Hello, my name is Nathan. I am from Kip Infinity Elementary. My question is, how can coronavirus get spread if we must keep 6 feet away from each other outside?
Social distancing. How about it, Dr. John?
And Nathan, you're exactly right. We want people to keep 6 feet away because that's how far, when somebody coughs or sneezes, that virus can travel. So you want to make sure you don't get it into your body. But not everybody's doing that. And that's why some people are getting coronavirus. Plus, if you touch a countertop or a door handle or a phone that somebody coughed or sneezed on, you could get it if you touch your face. That's why we want you to wash your hands so often for 20 seconds before you touch your face.
All right, our next question is from 15-year-old Jesse from Oakland, New Jersey.
Hi, my name is Jessie. I'm from Oakland, New Jersey, and my question for you is, since the epicenter is New York, are people around New York, like Pennsylvania and New Jersey, more prone to the virus than others?
Yeah, Dr. John, what about this regional idea of this virus?
And Jesse, that's a great question, because if you look at where the virus has hit, it seems like it's regional, but it has more to do with populations and how dense people are packed. If you think about the Northeast corridor, the New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, subways and buses, a lot of people crowded together. Same thing on the West Coast, people often together in apartments or businesses. If you look at the rest of the country, not so much. So they're not more likely to get it physically in these parts of the country, but they're more likely to get it just because they're in such close proximity and can't maintain that social distancing quite as easily.
And our last question is from Austin and Mason, with a question I think both kids and us adults are certainly curious about.
When is sports coming back on TV? We got the Bears!
I love the Bears, too. What about it, Dr. John?
And Lester, I know both Lester and I really want sports to come back as soon as possible. But even more importantly is making sure the athletes, their families, and everybody that works with them stays safe. And so they're going to make sure that happens. I think what you're going to see in the next couple of months are players playing a game, but with no fans anywhere. But you can see it on TV. And then eventually the fans will start coming into the stadiums. But they want to make sure that everybody is tested and nobody has coronavirus. So not just the players don't get it, but also their families and all the people that work at the stadium, that they stay healthy as well.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see the Bears or anyone else play as well. Dr. John Torres, thanks very much. Some great advice. Okay, let's turn now to some of the things you kids are talking about today while you are at home. To help us with that, we're going to turn to someone who is actually a part of our own NBC extended family. You or your parents may have seen his dad, Carson, on the Today Show, and even he's made a few appearances lately.
Well, I've got my 11-year-old son back there making motions with a number 3 clip from the bottom to the top. He's taking his time. I'm trying to observe his work in the mirror, and it looks pretty good, actually.
And Jackson Daly joins us now as part of our Kids Corner segment. Jackson, thank you for being with us. What are you sharing with us today?
Today I'm sharing with you the Cincinnati Zoo. They've had an awesome experience since they've been closed on March because of this virus. They've done online safaris where you get to watch a bunch of videos, live and not live, of the animals.
I went on that site when I heard you were doing this today, and they had an 8-month-old cheetah, which I thought was really cool. Which ones did you like?
Yeah. I saw the cheetah and I watched the hippo one. That was really cool. One of the things I like most about this is, like, my mom loves taking me and my sisters to the Bronx Zoo, And the awesome thing about this is you could just get so close to the animals. Like the Bronx Zoo, if they're like the animals are far away, there's nothing you can do about it. But here, like the cameraman can get close up and you could just see like the best shot.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. What a great idea to bring the zoo closer to all of us who obviously can't go anywhere right now. Hey, before I let you go, you're in the 5th grade. How is it learning at home? Have you gotten used to it?
I've definitely gotten used to it, but it's definitely different and needs adjusting because, like, I definitely do miss school in the ways that I don't get to see my friends and I don't get, like, the one-on-one learning with my teacher. But, like, they are doing an amazing job of adapting and all the projects that they're giving us. Like, for me today, I had to create a board game on a book I loved. And you had to, like, present it,
That's a
and
great
it was awesome.
What a great assignment, great way to keep you engaged. I've been working from home now for a month and slowly getting used to it. But look, we're doing the right thing. We're staying home and hopefully giving the healthcare workers a chance to combat this thing. Jackson Daly, really good to talk to you. Hope you'll join us again, okay?
Thank you.
Finally, doctors and nurses around the world are working so tirelessly on the front lines to treat people who have gotten sick from this virus. But as you've probably heard, many are dealing right now with not enough of those masks and other things they need to protect themselves. The shortage has inspired one 8th grader from Illinois to take matters into his own hands, quite literally.
So how a 3D printer works is actually pretty simple.
14-year-old Jack Sloan has turned his basement into a factory.
But pretty much every hospital is in need of some sort of PPE, no matter what it is.
With the help of his 3D printer, the 8th grader is making a new line of protection for American healthcare workers.
So it goes layer by layer, starting just one layer at a time, and it'll move around in the correct shape, and then move up to the next layer, eventually forming a piece laying down on the bed like this.
Thousands of others across the country are joining forces in this mission called Masks for Docs, a newly created nonprofit. So far, at least 100,000 masks have been made and donated to those on the front lines.
This has just allowed people from all over the world to come together and collaborate to accomplish one common goal. It's very nice to know that while I can't solve this crisis, I can at least make a difference. For Jack, it takes only 45 minutes out of his day to help protect our healthcare heroes, which makes Jack a hero too. Wow, that's really terrific. And that does it for NBC Nightly News Kids Edition. We hope you found this informative. We hope we answered some of your questions and made you smile. And we want to hear from you. Kids, if you have a question that you want us to answer, you can send us a video and you might see it right here. Ask your parents, of course, for their permission, and then have them record a video of you saying your name, where you're from, and what your question is. They can email it to us at nightlynewskids@nbcuni.com. We'll see you next time. In the meantime, please take care of yourself and each other.
Say thank you. Jacob, say thank you.